Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our start from scratch run here on Elmcreek. And we're just finishing up a couple more contracts. This has been a very, very heavy contract day. Lots and lots of contracts, and we've made quite a bit of money from these contracts. And the best part is that a lot of the money that we've made is, I don't know, I guess you could say hidden money or potential money, because it wasn't actual money that came into us. It was in value of a ton of crops that we're going to be able to do, make bread out of. So really, really good day for us overall. I got to figure out how to get through these woods or something. Kind of hard to get to this field. Yeah, so good. Really good day overall. I mean, I know it took a while. I mean, it's taken several episodes just to get through this day alone. But, I mean, it's been worth a pretty good chunk of money for us. And we got our own field set up, so it's not like we haven't done anything on our own fields. I'm sure this guy appreciates me rolling all over his crops. I mean, I would. Why not? Let's see. I don't think there's anything else for us to do with our fields. We don't have any more bread coming in yet, though we haven't really been going very fast today. We've been keeping it at a pretty low speed. Once we get this extra cultivating contract done, then we will be able to pick up the sowing and go from there. I'm trying to give you a little bit of a header here because that tree's a little bit close, but we'll just give us a little bit more room to turn around. Oh, I didn't realize I still have this thing lowered. No wonder it's not turning very well. This is why I don't take over. Leave it to the workers. They're better than me. Or maybe not, but they would have realized they didn't have it lifted. I'm trying to turn on the autopilot. Oh, goodness. I'll be alright, guys. I promise. There we go. I know how to do this. I just sometimes don't know how to do this. We'll just tell the guy over there on the field 30 that, look, we thought it was across the field, the road too. I'm sorry. We got confused. We just kept on driving. My bad. As we've used your equipment for every field on this map just about. I do like how easily this thing turns around, though. When you do it right. I'm sure you missed a lot, didn't you, my friend? We still like you, sometimes. Pretty much the whole length up here, isn't it? Oh, there's field 29 done. Let me get you set up and just have you do a pass sideways. All right, you're done, my friend. We are finally done with cultivating contracts. And finally done with fertilizer contracts. So we can collect all of these. And grab the sowing. But I think we will borrow the equipment for this one. Might as well. It looks like a good contract. It's actually not a bad cedar. It's about twice as wide as the one we've got. This is canola, right? It is canola. We won't need all the seed, pretty sure. We'll just drop the rest of off, probably at our house. Put it in the ditch with the lime. Maybe if I put everything in the ditch, I'll remember that it's in the ditch. Oh, I need to return that lime thing. Speak of the devil. Return. Can always bring my guy over here, just make it go a little bit faster. I mean, we might as well. Time is also money, so even though it's not like a lot of, I mean, it's going to take a while because it's a smaller thing. It will save us some time and that's good for us. Goodness, I can't turn all of a sudden. I mean, every 2 passes this guy does, 1 less pass the other guy has to do. Maybe even a little bit less, because I think this is not, I don't think that thing's quite double the width. Pretty close though. All right, get you going. Let's get this guy back home. Or to the store, probably. It's like, how do we get out of here? Guess the way normally in and out is over here. I mean, this is kind of a cool little hidden little farm setup. Don't get me wrong. A little bit too small for my taste, but not bad. It's kind of nifty. Maybe just drive underneath this bridge and take a ride at 32. Should get us there quick. I think if I owned this field, I'd figure out a way to make that road go all the way up to the highway there. Well, we didn't need all the fertilizer after all, but again, not a problem because we will definitely use it at some point. Alrighty, that is done. What is next? We're already almost a quarter of the way done. Not bad. How wide are those things? Now I'm curious. Let's see here. Cedars. Right there. The one we have is 3 meters wide, and that other one... Is it that one? No. It's that one. 7 or 6 meters. So it is exactly double. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. It didn't look double. It actually looks a little bit less. But maybe it's just kind of weird perception. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a pause in the video while these guys run. When we get a little bit closer to the end, we'll come back and we'll see what we're going to do for the rest of the day. Probably just fast forward a little bit. Actually, we may just fast forward to tomorrow, to be honest. We'll see. But we'll be right back. Alright, we are almost done here. Just finishing up a little bit here. We got 98%. Should not need to do all of these passes, I don't think. There we go. Finish you. Finish you. Done. Alright, let's go get the seed dropped off. Although if we turned it in right now, we would get reimbursed for some of the seed, but not quite at the rate. Well, no, let's just go and drop it off. I think it's going to be okay. Actually, we got 1,000 in here. How much do we have in that one? 313. We can drop off a bunch and fit into that thing real quick. I need to get... there's not a front thing for this, I don't think. Alright, we got you filled up. I might do is just fill you up and then turn it in just to get a little bit of the reimbursement back. Why not? Not worth... I think we'll be fine with that. It actually pays for the lease cost if we do that. So we'll go ahead and collect that money. And we can always buy more seed later, but we've at least filled this thing up for the next round of crops for us, which won't be for a while because we won't do that again until we do the oats again. Not oats, sorghum. I said oats. I said oats because I've been used to doing oats on my other map. But no, this is sorghum. $24,000 today, considering how much we spent as well. Not bad. By the way, while I was sitting there waiting for these guys to finish the field, of course I was just sitting there drooling over that tractor. And I really want it, but we're not going to get it. Because I was looking at it, I was like, what kind of configurations can you do? Oh, you can change the color. I came over here and made this matte green color. I gave it some black rims. I just like, okay, that looks really cool. I like the way that looks a lot. But no, and that's actually not even a heavy tractor. That's a medium tractor, or that's how it's classified. It's one of the big medium tractors, though, to be fair. All right, I don't think there's anything else for us to do today. I'm not really expecting any more contracts to come up today. Although I suppose what we could do is we could let's just fast forward at 360 speed. We'll just go. It doesn't take us that long to fast forward a bit just to see if anything pops up while I'm parking the tractor here. We've made a lot of money today, guys, though. There's a fertilizing one. Of course, there's a fertilizing one. Actually, a really good fertilizing one. $3,000 on 42, which is the one we just did, isn't it? That's the one we just did. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing that real quick because that is worth... Hey, don't stop. Go away. I know you're still there. It's not the point. I'm surprised that was still there. Then the trailer went away. All right, I'll grab you. What I was going to say is that we've made a good amount of money today. And again, a lot of it's hidden because a lot of it's in the crops that we haven't actually sold off yet. But if you look at the screen, there's still a lot of negative on this screen compared to the positives. But we've also got a lot of investments. We've got $100,000 in new vehicles in April and May combined, a little bit more in June. And then obviously we bought the bakery in July. So there's a lot here that it's hidden and you can't really see because it's invested into our machinery and other things. We don't really need a lot of machinery left. In fact, other than the lime thing, I don't know that we need anything else right now, technically. So really, hopefully at this point, it's all just going to go into, you know, investments in maybe fields or something like that instead. Anything else we want to look at real quick? I don't think so. And there was no other contracts I cared about. No. Oh, we got seed right there too. Forgot about that. I guess I could have unloaded and pulled the trailer over there, pick up the seed, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I actually think it reimbursed us at market price. Man, my equipment's dirty. I probably should get the washer thing just to clean up my equipment at some point. But that takes time, guys. Time is money. If I had a storage shed to put it in, it might make more sense to do something like that, but... Why did it not spray? Turn on spare. Okay, I hit the button. It just didn't... It did not register that I hit the button, apparently. Knock you out real quick. Alright, tell you what. Here's what I'll do. I'll get the worker here. I'll come back over here. We'll go to my construction. Go to... Is it not decorations, is it? No. Under buildings? Tools? Is that the sprayer right there? Oh, there's a weather station. Oh, actually, let me put it over here, is it? That would be really funny. We'll get the sprayer. We'll spray off our equipment. We'll get it all nice and clean. For no reason other than we can. Totally not worth the money, but why not? Let's clean off some equipment. Kind of an awkward button for me to move around with holding down. What's it say? Oh, okay. And the stuff's dirty. Oh, this stuff was dirty. I mean, it's clean off the weight, but it's like taking a while. How do you know when it's clean? Guess when you don't see anything else coming off. Well, there we go. We cleaned something. Because we can. Guess we'll bring some of this equipment over, start cleaning it off. Doesn't increase the value, does it? This thing was what, 13,000? Nope. I didn't think it did anything, but clean equipment is happy equipment, right? What did I say before? I think I said in one of my videos, look good, play good. So, get all this stuff cleaned off and it looks good. We're going to play better. That's just a known fact. Looks pretty clean to me. As we go and put it right back down on the dirt. It does look nice and clean. I will give you that. Completely pointless in any other way, but it does look nice and clean. Is this video going to be entirely me cleaning off my equipment? Oh, goodness. I don't even care. It's funny. I mean, I'm sure my grandfather cleaned off like some of the harvesting equipment and you know, critical pieces like that a bit. You know, I'm sure he did his due diligence there. I don't remember him cleaning off the tractors themselves very often. I remember them being very dirty a lot of the time. That doesn't mean he never cleaned them. I mean, I'm sure there were times that they got cleaned off or at least rinsed off maybe. But I'm sure like with the harvester and stuff like that, I'm sure you have to clean out or at least blow out some of the previous year's crop. You don't want to just get in there and getting, you know, kind of nasty or whatever might happen, rotting out or whatever. So I could see the cleaning being critical in some context. But again, I don't think the tractors themselves got cleaned very often. Guess if there's less usage on them, they'd clean off faster, it looks like. Cool. You done over here? Or did you get stuck and forget what you're doing? You got stuck and forgot what you're doing. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, I'm confused. Oh, I can see it now. I was like, I was a bit confused for a second there, my friend. This thing really needs cleaned off. This sprayer. It's just nasty, filthy. And I'm sure, I mean, for one, I don't know that you would actually use the same sprayer for herbicide and fertilizer. I mean, maybe if it's all going to go on the plants anyway, it's okay. But obviously those are two completely different types of chemicals. And at the very least, if you did, I'm sure you'd find some way to rinse them out or clean them out or something. Almost out of fertilizer in this thing, but obviously we still got some more back at the shop, I think. All right, done. And that was a good contract too. It's going to be worth quite a bit of money. That's going to pay for that washer that we just paid for. All right, let's turn you in, my friend. And, well, most of that washer, about 75% of that washer. We'll drive you over there, get you cleaned off as well while we're doing it. I know I don't have to really go around it, but it just felt silly, just steady here. If I'm going to do it, might as well do it. The wheels all washed off. Was the most important part. Gotta keep your rims looking good. Man, this old tractor. A lot of that white stuff, I guess, is just wear and tear. I thought it was like some sort of a buildup. But it appears to just be wear and tear. Alright, this tractor's looking alright. Next. Actually, almost done. Honestly, I'm just going to do the roller, and that's probably it for now, because the other ones have not been used hardly at all. Actually, even that mower probably didn't need to be done. That's okay. The roller's definitely been used. Oh, and the harvester. We can clean up the harvester. I mean, I do still think it's silly to waste money on the washer, but at the same time, the more of these I do, I'm like, you know what? These do look really good. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm coming on board with the idea of being silly. What can I say? goodness, I can't turn. For some reason I'm having trouble turning properly. I don't usually have this much trouble. I'm just having trouble today. Or lately. It's like I think this thing just turns slower than I'm expecting it to. To correct. You know, I get it started turning in a certain direction, and then I want to correct it to straighten it back up, and it's just taking a little bit longer to straighten back up than I'm expecting. All right. Last thing, let's go get the harvester. We'll go ahead and get you done. The baler and the wrapper should be virtually fine. You know, nothing on them. We'll do them later. I mean, we're going to clean this thing up. It's not going to get all that wear and tear off of there, obviously, but it'll at least look halfway decent. This thing's filthy. Super filthy. Man, can you imagine the grain coming out of this thing? Man, your bread's going to have mud and dirt all in it. Ooh, that's nasty. This is the one I actually would understand cleaning as much as you can. Because that would be nasty. Yes, I see the message. I'm fine. All right, that's looking good. I mean, other than the wear and tear. That is looking really good. All right, cool. Looks good, guys. I hope you guys, whoever, I forget who was actually asking about this. Looks fine. Makes it nice and clean, sparkly. I just need to get me a shed to put all this stuff in so I can keep it nice and clean. Alrighty, what is next? Nothing else really, right? We're done with contracts for the day. We are not, unfortunately, buying this awesome piece of equipment. Would be nice. We're just going to fast forward. I'm going to go just a bit, just to make sure nothing else pops up that would be really worth doing it, because we got to kind of min-max as much money as we can for right now, just to be able to make it to later. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. It's almost 4 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and shift over to tomorrow. Actually, you know what? I just realized this episode's gone over way too long. We'll go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll move to tomorrow. So I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.